Friends, good morning. Let me tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth about Mr. now Miss Bigglesworth. But before I do, I want you to look at that beautiful face. This, of course, is not the real Miss or Mr. Bigglesworth. This is a replica that I had made of him. Actually, it was done by a young taxidermist, a very nice young gentleman by the name of Norman Bates, and a cloning expert. We took the finest silver from the north of Spain, place where I would buy the finest brandy possible many years ago, and I stayed in contact with them over the years. It so happened that several weeks after 9/11, while I was sitting at home in my condo, which was a magnificent palace-type 4,000 square foot condo on the Galleon in Fort Lauderdale, drinking Coca-Cola and swallowing Oxycontins by the dozen, having myself a dandy time, when I heard a meowing at the door. I opened it, and there was the most beautiful kitty cat that I've ever seen in my entire life. Knowing the feline language very well, which is very clandestine, not many people are alive today that know it, but I do, he told me who he was, that he was the grandson of the famous Mr. Bigglesworth, who lived with Dr. Evil, and who left the abode after he found out that the Zionist Jews did 9/11, which can be confirmed by Googling it or going to YouTube, hundreds of videos on it. And he said he needed a home, a place to stay. So what I did is, he was very nervous, so I gave him a Valium. No, I'm sorry, it was a Xanax at the time. He calmed down and he told me the story. Mr. Bigglesworth and I developed a relationship. So look at the beautiful face again. Look at the face. How can you not love a face like this? Look at it. Mr. Bigglesworth and I became very, very close. Although Mr. Bigglesworth was not the fastest of cats, I don't know if that's because of the Valium or the Xanax or the occasional Oxycontins that he actually got from me now and then. But it's ironic. Whenever my ex-mother-in-law, or devil-in-law, whatever you may call her, would come over to the home to visit, he would jack up the speed and run under the couch at about 250 miles per hour. And I'm dead serious here, I'm not joking. He did the same thing whenever he smelled a bagel or gefilte fish or cabbage soup or cream cheese, especially rotten cream cheese or gefilte fish. Wow. Mr. Bigglesworth, I lost, I must admit. In December of 2010, Mr. Bigglesworth was captured by the Mossad, the Zionist Jews, and was taken to Woodbury, Long Island, cooked and served on a silver platter in a Chinese restaurant, and eaten. You'll hear the rest of the story directly from Miss Bigglesworth, as they reincarnated, as you know. They have 9 lives. You'll hear that in another video. But Mr. Bigglesworth was really a gent. In fact, we were very close. Whenever I went shopping or was down on the beach taking the sun's rays to beautify my handsome face, and I came upstairs, this cat would run up to me and actually say, "Grandpa." Now, I can't attest to that, and I wouldn't in a court of law, if you want to call it a court of law. I call it a court of chicanery. But I was under the influence of a lot of drugs at the time, so I won't swear to it. But I want to thank you all for your prayers that I asked for in many other videos on this Facebook page, for praying for the reincarnation of Mr. Bigglesworth. Of course, he reincarnated as a woman. He's a little moody, like most of the bitches are out there. But I want to say thank you. And again, give him a little kiss.